Afternoon, I come bearing two messages. The first message is from the former Secretary of State George Shultz. In the past, he has hosted Roman Catholic bishops and evangelical leaders separately at the Hoover Institution of Stanford University. The theme on both occasions has been nuclear abolition. When he heard that Roman Catholics and evangelicals and many others were gathering here today, he wanted everyone to know of his wholehearted support and how thrilled he is. The second message is from a Japanese lady from Hiroshima, Tomoko Watanabe, whom I met in San Francisco last month, when she brought seedlings of 3 trees that had survived the Hiroshima atomic blast on August the 6th, 1945. In a few months from now, when these little saplings are strong enough, they will be planted in the Japanese tea garden in San Francisco as a symbol of the nuclear peace that exists between Japan and the United States. After giving me the tiny seedlings, Tomoko Watanabe told me the story of her dear friend, Kiyoko Imori. When the atomic bomb hit in Hiroshima in 1945, Kiyoko was an 11-year-old girl in the 6th grade at Honkawa Elementary School, about 400 yards from the epicenter of destruction. Every child, every teacher, every staff member in Honkawa Elementary School died instantly. Everyone except Kiyoko Imori. Also, her entire family was gone in a second, vaporized or pulverized beyond recognition. In her teens, and as a young lady, what followed for Kiyoko was a tumor in her pancreas, followed by thyroid cancer, followed by colon cancer, and then meningioma, and then all the way along the line, unremitting pain. Despite the unfolding of diseases, she married and was pregnant. Imagine the possibility of Kiyoko giving birth and starting a family. But that was not to be. Miscarriage followed miscarriage. Today, 70 years after the bomb, 70 years after the bomb landed 400 yards from where she was in school, Kiyoko lies in a hospital bed in Japan, needing a dose of morphine 4 times every 4 hours, around the clock, every day, to endure the pain she inflicted in Honkawa Elementary School on June the 6th, 1945. In the hallways of her hospital today, her voice can be heard crying out, "Please kill me." Who today makes the decisions about building more and sophisticated nuclear weapons to target tomorrow's children? Of course, the experts do. The expert politicians and military strategists of the nuclear nations. But what do they know about nuclear degraded life? What experience have they had in witnessing the effects of the weapons that they upgrade and modernize? Do they decide the way forward from an antiseptic, safe distance from the reality of nuclear pain, or do they listen to the nuclear lament, such as the lament of Kiyoko as she mourns her unborn and her vaporized classmates and her annihilated family while she endures a lifetime of excruciating agony. I would wager that she learned more about nuclear weapons in the 6th grade on Hankawa Elementary School than what has been learned by all today's experts of all the nations. She knows the most important thing to know about nuclear weapons. She carries the knowledge in her tiny body. What is NPT? Non-Proliferation Treaty. That's the question. Is the NPT about what we aspire to once we have run out of enemies? Or is it about where we stand now when we have weighed the human consequences of our diabolic nuclear creation? It all comes down to the ability to hear. Can we hear a voice in the corridors of a Japanese hospital today pleading, "Please kill me"? For God's sake, what are we going to do about that?